Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Makulimlim pero mahangin, hindi naman umuulan. Magandang pagkakataon para tumahimik, magdasal, makipagniig sa Diyos. Ang ating pong unang pagbasa mula sa Aklat ng Mga Bilang. It's a very boring book, but this time it's a bit more interesting. Merong nagbawal kay Eldad ay Medad sapagkat wala daw sila, absent sila nung namigay ang Panginoon ng Espiritu mula sa itaas. At sinabi nilang isang tao kay Moises, hindi ba natin pagbabawalan yung dalawa? Merong dalawang nagpo-prophesy, gumagawa at nagwiwika sa ngalan ng Diyos. At ano sabi ni Moises? Hayaan mo na, let them be. I wished everyone was a prophet. So, it is exclusivity from the point of view of somebody, but it was inclusivity from the point of view of Moses. In the second reading, James talks about the very exclusive people, those who were rich, the selfish rich. And he had a word of caution, a word of warning to them. Weep over your impending miseries. And in the third reading from the Gospel of Mark, somebody again ay nagsabi sa Panginoon, meron ho diyang medyo lakas ng apog, nagpapalabas ng mga demonyo sa iyong pangalan. Ano, pagsasabihin na po ba natin? At anong sagot ng Panginoon? Let him be. Let him be. He who does good things in my name cannot at the same time speak ill of me. Yung gumagawa ng mabuti, huwag niyong sansalain. The Lord overturns, however, the tables to those who were envious and then talked about scandal. And if you are the cause of scandal, then it were better for you to have a millstone tied around your neck and be thrown in the middle of the sea. Yan ang pagbasa natin. Ano ang pwede nating malinaw na matutunan sa tatlong mga pagbasa? Una, being one, belonging, unity. That's good. It's good to be one. Unity has always been an elusive dream for us. We never got united about anything. Lagi may makapili. Nung panahon ng Hapon, may mga makapili. Ngayon, merong nababayaran ng 200 million. Mga pulis. May nababayarang immigration. So, bakit lahat nagtatakasan sa Davao? Madaling bayaran ng immigration sa Davao. Being one, belonging, unity. But unity does not mean exclusivity. And I'll say something more about that later. And then malinaw na pangaral ng ikalawang pagbasa, ang mga madamot at swapang ng mga mayayaman. It's not about being rich. It's about being selfish. It's about being greedy. It's not about being rich per se, but the avowed exclusivity. They don't belong. Hindi sila kabilang. So yung sabi ni si Eldad at Medad ay nagpapalabas ng mga demonyo. Pagbabawalan na ba natin? Sisibakin na ba natin? And the Lord said, let them be. It's not about being exclusive, but belonging to the cause of God. So, yung ikatlo, there is a more important word rather than just belonging and inclusivity. And that word was emphasized by the reading, if your hand causes you to sin, cut it off. If your foot causes you to sin, cut it off. And if your eye causes you to sin, pluck it out. This is classic Hebrew exaggerated manner of speech. It's a figure of speech. It is not about physical integrity, but the more important word that we should watch out for is moral integrity. It is not about gaining votes, especially if the votes you got, you paid for 3,000 pesos a voter. You won, but you didn't win. You may have won the popular vote, but you didn't win in God's vote that has to do with internal morality, moral integrity. You may have a complete body with hand, foot, and eye. You may be healthy, you may be physically an integrated person. But when we do wrong, moral integrity is what's missing. Ano ang leksyon na pwede nating baunin sa ating buhay ngayong araw na ito? It's not about where, but what. The people the one that was complaining in the first reading tungkol kay Eldad at Medad ay umaangal sapagkat kung saan sila nagmi-minister, kung saan sila gumagawa ng mabuti, ay mayroong gate crusher. Kaya yan si Eldad at Medad, gate crusher. And Moses said, it's not about where, but what. Let's ask the what. What are they doing? They're speaking in God's name. So anong angal natin? Anong masama? Gumagawa sa ngalan ng Diyos, gumagawa ng mabuti sa ngalan ng Diyos. It's not about where, but what. And speaking in God's name can never be bad. Let them be. Number 2 lesson. It is not about physical mutilation, cutting off the hand, the foot, and plucking out the eye. It's not about physical mutilation, but a decision for God and commitment to His vision. It is about integration. It is about being whole from the outside and the inside. I would like to share with you a little story. Of course, it is a children's story, but full of lessons for us to learn. The story is about the woodcutter, the honest woodcutter. Itong mamang ito na napakahirap, ang trabaho niya lang ay magputol ng puno at magtinda ng kahoy. At ang isang araw na siya ay napuputol ng mga kahoy at nagsisibak sa tabi ng ilog, ang kanyang axe, palakol, ay natapon sa tubig at pumailalim sa ilog. Pero siya'y matanda na hindi na kayang sumisid, kung kaya siya'y tumangis sa tabi ng ilog, at habang siya'y tumatangis at nag-iisip kung paano makukuha ang kanyang kakayanan muling kumita ng kaunting pera, lumabas ang isang mysterious figure na may dalang palakol na ginto sa isang kamay at palakol na pilak sa kabilang kamay. At ang tanong ng mysterious figure na ito, Tatay, sa iyo ba itong palakol na ito, palakol na ginto? Hindi po. O baka naman sa iyo itong palakol na pilak? Hindi rin po. At nang marinig niya ang sagot ng matanda, bumalik siya at nagdala ng kanyang palakol na kinuha sa ilog na kalawangin na. Ito po ba ang inyong palakol? Iyan nga po. Ibabalik ko po sa inyo't aking nakuha. Yan lang po ang kailangan ko. Hindi ko kailangan ng palakol na ginto at ng palakol na pilak. At ano ang ginawa ng mysterious figure? Since you were honest, you have moral integrity, I give you all 3. You deserve all 3. Our big problem right now is that we are all in it together. Our country is missing a whole lot of integrity. And it doesn't have to do with any political party. Pogos, whether I talk about it or not, is not a political issue. It's a moral issue. And I have my duty and right to preach about anything that is moral. It may be legal. It was approved before. But it is not moral. And the problem is not only about those in power. It's about everyone who parks everywhere. It's about everyone. If you follow Parque Serie in Facebook, you would see that the big problem all over the country is that everywhere, all streets have become a big parking lot. And they are overtaking the law of eminent domain for themselves. We lack moral integrity in all levels, maybe even in the church, maybe even among ourselves. And this today is the lesson. Wag na tayong tumingin at si Eldad at Medad ay gumagawa ng bagay na tayo lamang ang may karapatang gumawa. Wag na tayong tumingin sa mga mayayaman, hindi lang sila. Ang mahihirap din ay kumukuha ng lugar na hindi kanila. All of us, whether we are rich or poor, we can be selfish. We can be greedy. It doesn't have to be whether you live in a posh subdivision. Last night I said Mass in a very poor developing area. A car picked me up, brought me to the parish. From the parish, I boarded a motorcycle. It has been years since I rode a motorcycle, but I did. And then after Mass, papunta pa lang sa lugar na yon, medyo kinakabahan, napakakipot ng daan. Nakaganyan ang aking mga kamay, baka masagi sa dinadaan ng dingding at mga poste. And then pagkatapos ng misa, mayroong patay na kinakailangang bendisyonan. Motorsiklo na naman. I cannot say no. I cannot sleep well at night if I say no just because they are poor. And I did so. I'm not a saint, I'm not a hero, but I'm just telling you how hard it is right now to be a Christian and to be real and authentic in this country of lies, in this country of false narratives, in this country filled with corruption on all levels. And I'm not talking about political parties. I'm talking about us. Because the last thing I heard is that sinfulness does not begin in Malacanang. It does not begin in Congress. It begins in voters, in you and me. It begins in people who live right next to your house, who park everywhere they think it's their right to, even in front of other people's gates. It has to do with moral integrity. We could be financially speaking better off. I miss the time when I was growing up. We never locked our doors. Well, first and foremost, there wasn't much to steal. But nobody from, as far as I can remember in my little sleepy hometown, no one locked their doors. When we went to church, hindi namin sinususi ang mga pinto. At wala kaming pangamba na kami lolooban. Pero ngayon lahat nakasusi, lahat may password, lahat ay nakasarado, nakakandado. We lack moral integrity. And today the Lord tells us, don't focus on the wrong things. Don't cut off your hand, but cut off Netflix. Don't cut off your foot, but cut off the false narratives and the fake news. Don't pluck out your eye, but come to church and see and hear and taste the goodness of the Lord, and then bring Him home with you and turn a new leaf.